Hiya, buddy. We're here at the airport, lads, you know. Morning. The time is 5:58 a.m. I'm at Gawler Central Station. Today's challenge, walk the entire length of the Gawler train line, all the way from the terminus here, right back to North Terrace, Adelaide Railway Station. I've not yet had a coffee, so let's do that and then talk facts later. Is that a train arriving? Oh my gosh, it's a train. It's like out of service. There's the first train. All right, 42.2 kilometers. We are ready to go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. I have no idea where I'm going. See ya. Hasta luego!
Was planning to walk the length of the Gawler train line from one end to the other, and he's here to give us an update. Liam, good to talk to you again.
Hello, yes, thanks for having me back. I made it, I survived, and I'm slowly recovering, so...
There's a flock of magpies. Turns out his name is Carl Webb. All right, legends, we've had a coffee. We're about 5 to 6 kilometers in the journey, and it's taken us 1 hour and 6 minutes, so we are making great time. Couple of fun facts for today's journey. The Gawler line is Adelaide's longest suburban train line, 42.2 kilometres in length. That's pretty much the exact same distance as a marathon. Built in around 1856, one of Australia's oldest and still operating train lines. It's got either 27 or 37 stations. I'm going to go with 37. I'm not following the train line to a T. I'm currently parallel to the train line. It's about 1 kilometre that way to me. I'm on Main North Road, sort of cutting through. I have zero intentions to go anywhere really near the train line. The train driver this morning was really quite weary of me doing that. People online have also been a little bit weary, which is okay, I understand. Perhaps if I was somewhere like Vietnam or Bangladesh, I'd probably go a little bit closer to the train line. But yeah, I won't really be anywhere near it until the second half of the journey. All right, let's keep going. So many moons ago, I used to work in a hospital where they had transport shifts, and your job was you had a phone, the phone would ring, and you would transport patients around the hospital, either in a wheelchair or in a bed. I never had a watch that had the ability to count steps, but many of my colleagues did, and they would average 30 to 35,000 steps in a day. An 8 to 10 hour shift, just moving. And if you weren't walking, I guess you weren't doing your job. So in retrospect, I think, in theory, it's not much more than a shift I used to do. And I used to do those shifts up to 6 times per week. All right, update. We are 2 hours, 20 minutes into the journey, probably about 10 to 11 kilometres. We're just approaching the far outer suburbs of Adelaide, Smithfield Plains, Elizabeth, Andrews Farm, that sort of spec. Body update, knee sore, here sore, but overall, I think I'm pretty much a quarter of the way through, and through probably one of the sketchier patches being on a highway. But have a look at these views. Look at that cottage, or Rigid Edge. So yesterday I was on ChatGPT, punching in a range of questions, tips for walking a marathon, and the one key tip was do not start with new shoes. You need walked-in shoes. $12. So I guess while I've got all this time, I could probably explain how I got here. So for years and years and years, since school, always loved making videos of absolutely nothing. So for that part, nothing's really changed. Why transport? Why history? Why culture? Always loved transport. I remember when we grew up in Liverpool in the UK when I was 5, I had memorized every single bus route and every timetable in the city. And people, this is before Google, they'd always come to me, I've got to go here, got to go there, what bus, where do I get it, what do I do? Loved trains, loved aviation, loved flying, travelled loads, became a flight attendant, sitting in the flight deck of a jet while landing at an airport in a city that you've never been to before is just so cool. And then the history, the culture part, did numerous exchanges to Germany, travelled through Europe and Asia, majored in German language, history and culture, and, you know, had a few jokes along the way. So that's all just mashed into one thing, which is this, OKTVSA, because it is literally in South Australia for the minute. It's on your TV, and at best, it's okay. Morning. start. Elizabeth Shopping Centre. The little fluffy thing fell off my microphone at some point, so we're going to make a quick pit stop. If we can find a wool... I've been interrupted by a clock. Yeah, I want to try and buy a new fluffy thing because I've lost mine. If we can find a wall charger, I'll charge my phone. Do you know why tuna don't swim north of Townsville? Because they'll end up in cans. Alrighty, quick update. We are 4 hours and 13 minutes into the trek and we've done about 18 kilometres, which is pretty good considering I've stopped for a coffee twice. I went into the shops, looked for a windshield for the microphone. So yeah, 4 hours and 14 minutes in, 18 kilometres, legs completely wrecked. But apart from that, cruising. Alright, there should be a path here. We're sort of gone way off-road. Hello, yes, me, it's over here. Hello, yes, I'm over here. Do you know what day's best for picking all the options of things to do? Tuesday. All right, let's keep going. This is pretty much the first sit down of the walk. We are 5 hours and 19 minutes into the walk, and we're about 900 metres or a kilometre from the edge of Parafield Airport. Where I want to get lunch, it's still probably another 2 kilometres. The minute, it's really just a mind over matter. My legs are already gone. I couldn't run. I think if I tried to run, I would just fall over and trip up over my feet. So it is just one step in front of the other. I mean, it's not that bad, but my legs really hurt. We're probably about a kilometre from Parafield. And it is just small goals at the minute. You can only eat a cake one piece at a time. And yesterday I had 4 pieces. So. Did you know Parafield Airport is Australia's busiest airport year after year, not on passengers, not on size, but on aircraft movements, takeoff and landings. There's a Parafield flight school here, there's probably multiple, and because they constantly touch and go, touch and go, touch and go, it is therefore ranked at the top, #1, Australia's busiest airport in terms of aircraft movement, takeoff and landings. So I mentioned I had lived in Liverpool as a child. I'll try and give you my best Scouse accent. You ready? Hiya, buddy, we're here at the airport, lads, you know. All right there, Parafield Airport, you got flights to all the bigger cities, lad. Lanzarote, Alicante, and Malaga, You know, you can even fly on the ferry to Amsterdam, you know, because my cousin Dave, that's what he did, dodo, didn't he, you know. Okay, anyway, I've been grafting proper hard. Time to go in, grab a scran, you know what I mean, lad? All right, ta-da, lad, ta-da. Alrighty, huge turning point in the journey so far. One, I just had lunch, yum! We have completed approximately 28 kilometers. It's been 6 hours and 41 minutes. So we were averaging about 5 kilometers an hour, but now that's dropped right down to about 4, even less potentially having stopped. But huge turning point now. We've only got about 15 kilometers to go. Rather than measuring my distance back towards Gawler Central and the beginning of the train line, I'm now measuring my distance forwards. There's 15 kilometers. It's a beautiful day. Just had lunch. I feel like we've been in eco mode all morning, and now it's time to head into sports mode. Oh, just in time for a takeoff. Photo! Oh, I missed it. It's long grass, hot day, but we're gonna go. Honestly, some drivers, I reckon I've seen today 2 cars and a motorbike. This motorbike was going so fast, you know, thongs, shorts, shirt, at least 200 kilometers an hour. Crazy, this other car wasn't going that fast, 150, but it literally sounded like it was going to explode. It's just so dangerous, but thousands and thousands and thousands of safe drivers, so that's wonderful. How funny, you walk all day along the side of a highway, don't get hit by a car, come on a golf course for 800 meters, get a golf ball to the head. He's teeing off. All right, we've got a bus. Let's see if we can get him to wave. He's merging, but could do. He got him in the city of Salisbury. Tut, Bryant. Not a plus, not a minus, and interesting, I've not seen the train line since I left Gawler Central. I know it's literally just over there. So I can look on a map, but I'm predicting I'm probably not going to see it until the end, which is quite special too. If we stop past a KFC, I'm going to get that $5 lunch special. And the official time check is 8 hours, 5 minutes. Namaste, and you're joining me pretty much from Little India. We're in Enfield. We have an Indian plaza, Indian grocer, Punjab meats, Dal curry over there, and then down there another Indian grocer and an Indian restaurant, and it smells bellissimo. All right, we're still ticking along. I'd probably guess 7.5 kilometers to go, but I'm completely out of liquid. So far I've had 1.5 liters of water, a small mocha, small Coke, and a Powerade, a red Powerade. But that's all gone. So you gotta wait till the next servo and definitely top up. There's an incline, it's big, I think it's about 100 meters. Not sure how that screen looks on camera, but it is North Terrace, 14 minutes in the car. Time check, 8 hours, 22 minutes.
You go first because we are still not in deciding. Too much to choose from.
No worries, cheers.
Too much to choose.
6.95 for a Gatorade. Hi, I think it's time to complete the big three. What do you reckon? Macca's, Hungry Jack's and KFC all in the one day. Hi. Is it too late for like the $5 lunch thing? Yeah, cool, one of those, thanks. All right, official time check. 9 hours, 7 minutes. Out of liquids again, which is okay, but we are in serious trouble. I sat down for a good 5 minutes and my legs, they're not good. The movement's limited. You only see those old people that walk around your neighborhood non-stop and they've got that weird, it's like that. We are off Main North Road. Pretty much took us the whole way. There it is. We're going down this bike path. My muscles are feeling a little bit better after KFC, but I can tell they're just on the decline. Those shots where I put the camera down and walk in front are well and truly done because I have to walk up, come back, and then go back again. But I'll do one so we can get an idea. If I put that there, this is like me pretending I can walk. And then this is really how I feel like I should be walking. You know, like when you watch the Olympics and you see those marathon runners or the walkers or whoever they are, and in the last 100 meters they just completely collapse and then have an accident Like, I get that. 3 kilometers or ish to go. Time update, 9:35. So the KFC stop put us a little bit behind. It might take us over the 10-hour mark, but like, I'm not stopping. It's getting done. By the way, the reason I am using a watch with a timer is because on my phone, I set a timer, I'm not sure how long ago. Hold on, that's seconds, minutes. 7,822 hours ago, and then I forgot to turn it off. And now it's become a thing where I feel like I can't turn it off. So it's pretty much just rendered that, you know, application on my phone useless. So I need to now use like an old timer. Coming up to the women's and children's, I'd actually stop, but I can't. So I've just sort of got to do this. Honestly, if I stop, like next time I stop, that's it, game over. That's where I'm stopping. So, oh no, there's a red light. Ooh, green light. And we are just walking in the bike lane because there's no way I'm making it that extra 20 meters. But have a look at this. Virgin 737, 800, although they do have the Maxes. Not flown on one yet, but still don't think I'd be keen. Anyway, home stretch. Time check, 9 hours, 51 minutes. Tempting. Oh my God, I'm literally hobbling. This is it, the home stretch. I can see pretty much, I can see the casino. So I can see the finish line. Good, how are you? It's a 360 camera. It is, cheers. There she is. Honestly, I wish I could say more, but my mouth is just so dry. And it's departing now.
You win!
G'day legends, here we are, the morning after. Let me fill you in on exactly what happened or didn't happen after the railway station. So you would have seen I finished, body was in quite a poor state. Anyway, I thought I would still go ahead and celebrate with a beer, but I don't know if it says more about my dehydration or the stone and wood. I had one sip, realized this beer wasn't gonna get drunk, went to go back to the railway station to catch the train home. Couldn't get down the stairs because of my legs, called an Uber, was waiting for the Uber in the sun, started to feel a bit nauseous, cancelled the Uber, got myself straight, got a Powerade, sat in the cool. About 10 minutes later, reordered the Uber. It was the same Uber driver, what a legend. And then pretty much eventually made it home with just minor dehydration, but fully recovering really well. Had a massive steak when I got in. Super stoked I was able to finish the challenge. Otherwise, happy days.
Well, I'm glad you survived, but not only that, thrived and made it there intact. Thank you so much for bringing us the update tonight.
Thank you. Ciao. Ciao.
Thank you.